Here's an update on the Buick Regal. As you can see, I was messing around with some how I wanted to do the paint. I'm thinking of doing the top half like a matte black or a flat black, then leaving the bottom the way it is, and then possibly the chrome trim on the bottom, either just plasti dipping it or just leaving it the way it is, and then leaving the hubcaps the chrome just to give it a little touch of some color. And then the wheels themselves, they're painted a metallic, it's like a silver, dark silver metallic color. Also, one of my eBay purchases, which I would not recommend getting, is a fender roller. I think I picked it up for 45 bucks. I literally took it out of the box and mounted it up, and here I can show you the what holds this on. There's a plastic knob that holds that on, and it literally broke within 5 minutes of using it. Here's the knob itself. It's just a knob that they literally screw in, and that's it, and it broke. So I used vice grips to roll this fender so far. I had a little bit of rubbing on it, so I rolled that fender. But I just, fair warning, it's not always good to get stuff off of eBay, so I wouldn't recommend getting that. It wasn't, I mean, it worked, but it kind of broke already, so didn't really work too well. But aside from that, I was able to get some of the sanding done on the where the vinyl was. Still have a lot of ways to go, but I just worked on the side and was starting to fill up there was all these rivets. So I cut out all the rivets, and I was sanding them down, and I put a little bit, I welded them. So I'm just now have to fill them and sand them and everything. So I'm getting everything ready, but I got most of that done. I still need to do the top. You can still see it has a bunch of crud and stuff on it. I'm gonna have to sand it and everything. So I just wanted to do this side and see how it turns out and see if I'm happy with it, and then I'll do the rest. You can see there's still rivets up on the top there that I have to do yet. But aside from that, I didn't really do too much. I think from the last video, I did put a tack in the car, so the tack works and I can actually see where it's idling at, and I have the other gauges hooked up. Currently, I have the interior kind of tore apart. I'm trying to figure out why my fuse keeps blowing for the dome light. That's up there, you can't really see it, sorry. But the dome light, the cigarette lighter, and the locks, every time you put a fuse in. So I'm gonna have to do some tracing and figure out why the fuse blows as soon as I put a new fuse in, it blows. If I can speak, I'm sorry about that. So I gotta trace some wires there. I'm thinking it's probably a ground or something's grounded out somewhere, so I just gotta figure that out. But everything's going pretty smoothly in there. I picked up some seats from the junkyard. These are out of a Sunbird or Sunfire. It was an older car. I put those in, didn't really care for it. They just didn't match the car at all. And a guy in at work had these black seats that I picked up for 20 bucks for the two. So I got these. The only thing wrong with them is the top has a little bit of tearing on it, so I'm gonna have to fix that. Probably just get some, either have them recovered. But I have fairly nice 40-60 split seats for sale. I'm gonna put those on Craigslist probably. So if anybody's looking for some nice 40-60 seats, the driver's side is power and they do work. So just let me know if you need those. Also, I got a bunch of Buick Regal limited chrome trim. I got the chrome trim for the fender, the wheel arches. I got that. I got a bunch of trim for the door. There was a trim panel that went across here. I have that. I have all the panel trim for the hard vinyl top. If you want that, I have that. That's all in good condition, so let me know. I have a couple other odds and ends trim panel stuff So just let me know what you need, and I might be able to help you out with that. Also, on the motor side, I was able to finally get my cap and rotor and new plugs, but I have not put that in yet. Still waiting to degrease the engine. I want to take it outside and clean it up yet. It still has a ton of grime and grit in it. And I'm also contemplating on getting rid of the heater and AC unit. And let me get a flashlight that we can see. Right now it's currently, the heater currently does not work. So you can kind of see, still just kind of didn't really change too much in the engine bay. Been working on the exterior, but I'm really contemplating on getting rid of the AC and the heater to give it a little bit more room over here. Let me know your thoughts on it. And because currently it's not working, and I know there's a bunch of wires that don't look like they're connected to anything, so I'm sure it's just some wiring that needs to be fixed to get everything working. So but just let me know what your guys' thoughts on that. Then here you can see I got a black catch can for the overflow. There was a plastic one, the original one, but it had a crack in the bottom, and it looks like they tend to do that from what I was reading. So I just got a cheap one off of eBay, and it seems to be doing just fine. Aside from that, I'm still waiting on a couple odds and ends stuff here. I did get a new air cleaner. You can see over there I got a black air cleaner, a K&N filter. I like it a lot better. I'm not really much of a chrome person. I like everything to be more either like a billet or just a bland color. So that's the way I'm going to go with this build, I believe. So just to kind of show you the car. You can kind of see here. Got the wheels all with the hubcaps on. I kind of like that look. I was actually contemplating on painting the center hubcap black, but I kind of like the little bit of chrome just to give it a little bit of offset. So I'm not really sure yet. Still contemplating on that. The rear bumpers are currently chrome, but I'm thinking I'm going to take them apart and smooth them out and take the plastic, I guess it's like a plastic rubber on the end, and get rid of that and just fill it and paint them black then, just to kind of give it more of a sleek look. And also looking at maybe making a wing or getting a Grand National rear wing for this car, just to give it a little bit of something. And then on this side, I haven't really done anything to this side, but you can kind of see what it used to look like. It had the windows, which I'll eventually be getting rid of as well. So if anybody is in need of that, some windows and a hardtop trim pieces, let me know. But the hardtop doesn't look too bad. Just have to spend a little bit of time with the sander and clean it up pretty well before I can paint it. And here you can see that I got all the weather stripping put on. I'm not sure if I said that in the previous email or previous video, but I was able to get all the weather stripping put on. So, and here you can see I have that Sunbird seat on this side, just kind of fit, but I didn't really care for it. So here you can kind of see the way it's looking. And I think when I put the black seats I got in, I'm going to make a custom center console to kind of hide the gauges more and make a more of a discrete gauge panel for it. I didn't realize when I bought the gauges that they were going to be so large. I think they're 2 5/8 inch gauges, so they're fairly large gauges on the car. And then also I got a fiberglass repair kit for the front. There's a hole here you can see that I need to fill, so I'm going to take the whole front end apart, and while I have the front end apart, I'm going to fix that, and then I think I'm going to paint the grille the same color as I have the rims. And this rim I need to touch up. I was messing around with the trim panel. There's a chrome trim ring that you can put on it, and I was messing around if I like that or not, but I did not like it, so I'm going to have to take these off and repaint them anyway, so that's no big deal. but here you can see in the light that I have to fix this fiberglass on the front. And then I'm thinking about painting the grille the same color as the rims themselves, and then doing the same with the rear bumper to the front bumper, getting rid of the rubber plastic piece and filling it, and then painting it black just to keep it plain Jane, and then also getting rid of the front emblem here. Gonna fill that as well. But here you can kind of see what things are looking like so far. So just to give you guys an update. Well, but yeah, till next time, have fun.